So, a little bit of a deep cut in the lore sense. First video I ever uploaded on this channel was a compilation of me sort of making light of the fact that Piosik was missing every smite at Worlds. I felt compelled to make this video. I made it the same night that I saw the games because I was just so amazed at the level of quality play coming out in the quite literal World Finals game. And the better part is, Piosik won. Now, unfortunately, today, we have a little bit of a flip of the script where someone ints and then gets promptly sat down for it. Fnatic posturing for Baron, they start the Baron. Clinical, absolutely amazing. Gonna go for a little bit of it. They're absolutely bursting it down, but it's not gonna be quick enough. But Mad hesitate a little bit here, but it's okay because Fnatic just rush it down. They end up getting the Baron. Objective bounty, gold swing, that's huge. However, as you can tell, a little bit of a brawl is taken shape. A little bit of a scrap. Oyoya is in the pit. Hillsong goes into the pit. JC's zoning 4 people. And Karzi's just free hitting back here. But hero play. Wukong gets onto the Jinx. Gets killed, but has GA, so they're going to get revived. And that's just a ticking time bomb. Gets back onto Jinx. Does as much damage as they possibly could. The clutch Sivir Boomerang. And oh my god! Fnatic have killed all of them. I mean, it might even be a pentakill. It probably would have been if they could have gold carded that shield, but whatever. Doesn't even matter. We don't need a pentakill for Reckless. It's fine. So, state of the game. Let's take a moment to analyze this. What would you do in this situation? If you see on the minimap here, there is a wave mid, but it is pretty far away. The top wave is going to die, and the bottom wave is actually pushing in pretty effectively. But obviously, the closest wave is the mid wave, right? So, what Fnatic decides to do, with 20 seconds on the person who's going to revive first, which is Hillsong, which is the support player, who probably isn't going to be able to kill Reckless and Humanoid, and Advian, because, they have a Thresh alive. And then the next person is a roughly 11 to 12 seconds after them is when the second person's going to revive. So they essentially have like a 30-ish second window. Now, if you don't know much about the game, it takes about 30 seconds for these minions to get all the way to the Nexus. It's a very long time for the minions to actually run from mid to the inhibitor turret and so on and so forth. But this is the decision that they're making, right? So they're pushing the minion wave. Also have Baron buff. So these minions are going to be pretty goated. So they only need one wave. And they have Sivir, who is one of the best, pushing characters in the game. Just clears the wave with 1 Q. So they shred this turret. Boom, boom, boom. They shred this inhibitor. And they TP in here. Now, let's take a second to analyze the situation, right? Mad is 1 dragon away from Soul. And Fnatic kind of clutched that fight out. Pretty hopeful, pretty awesome fight, right? Absolutely incredible. They got so lucky with that fight because just Karzi wasn't able to hit. It was too awkward for him. But Karzi still did almost more damage than Reckless, which is absolutely insane. Oscarinin, if that's how you say his name, is TPing in top lane. And he chooses to TP to a caster minion so that way he doesn't disable the cannon minion, which is going to help the siege. Basic stuff. Hillsong is back alive, and it takes 12 seconds for 1, 2, 3 other people to revive, right? I don't think they have the time to kill these turrets, but Fnatic is making the call to end the game. In my opinion, I would have backed off here, but that's fine, because, they have a bunch of gold. They're sitting on a ton of gold, because they just got objective bounty on the inhibitor, turret, Baron. They got a whole team fight that they wiped. So Reckless is probably sitting on, 2k gold right now, maybe even 3k, right? Absolutely insane. So he could just, go back to the shop and buy whatever he wants. But they're not going to do that. They're going to try to go for the end, which is something I could see working. Problem is these minions take a while to get up here and tank, but they do. Hillsong is posturing here. He's trying to, kill the minion wave. He realizes he can't, so this turret is going to go down. Now it's 5 seconds for these 3 people to revive. Okay. Advian's walking up. He's zoning him away. Misses. Unfortunate. Gets ignited, whatever. Now it's 2 seconds for these people to revive. This turret is going to die. You're going to be able to get this turret. Now, you're kind of just stuck here. You can't run away because these guys all have the home guard buff, which means they just speed out of the Nexus Fountain. Now you have to just hit the Nexus. That's all you can do. Because you are not going to win this fight because 2 of your people are below half health at the start of the fight already because they never reset. Your jungler's all the way in base because he just respawned. And all of these people are full HP. And also, worse, is that a lot of them are getting their big moves up. Cassante ults in 2 seconds. Niski is going to have his ult when he respawns. So if you do run away, he's just going to ult and kill you. And Karzi has his Super Mega Death Rocket. And Hillsong, importantly, has his ult in like 5 seconds. So they hit the Nexus a bit. And Reckless flashes in! just look at Reckless here, right? Autos that. 1, 2. What is he flashing? If he had flashed in any other direction. But what he does is, my theory is that this is my theory, right? So Oscarinin jumps closer to where Karzi is because Oscarinin wants to zone for Reckless because Reckless is the AD carry, right? So he's going to be the one dealing the most damage. So him hitting the Nexus is most important. Humanoid's doing the right thing. He's posturing as far away from all these people as possible to hit Nexus. And he's actually, you know, doing a little bit of damage too while he's doing it. Elyoya queues over the Nexus and ends up getting right into Reckless's face. But the problem is that, like, I know that, like, as an AD carry player, right, because I play AD carry a lot, you see the Vi Q, you want to flash past it. You know, you want to flash behind it sometimes because you don't want to be, like, zoned from the fight. You want to keep hitting, but you don't want to, like, flash backwards because, you know, you want to stay in the fight. Everyone on this team is right now trying to do their best to let Reckless hit. And Reckless says, nah, fuck that. Put me in there. I'm winning this game how I want to win it. Boom! Boom! And you know the worst part? You see how much HP that's at? Let's watch how much damage one Reckless auto does to the Nexus, right? Let's watch how much damage one Reckless auto does. Oh! So the Nexus was like 2 autos away from death. Oh, it definitely was. This is the amount that 2 Reckless autos did, right? And now we watch all the way to the end. It's like 2 to 3 hits from dying. He definitely could have flashed back and autoed it 2 to 3 more times before getting collapsed on. But he just had to flash forward. Sometimes you have to watch pro play, because pro play is great. I am a visual learner, and I have learned from this game to never fucking do that in my life.
For the Quadra, and will be mad moving forward in the spring group stage.